Hey y'all, it's Valerie here at Pisces Mountain Farm, and I garden in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains in West Virginia. And today in the garden we are just going to honestly get some tomatoes trellis that have been laying on the ground. It's been too hot to work and we only have a short window of time before it gets dark. So we're going to do what we can in the time we have allotted. This right here is just a perfect example of what we're dealing with. Because it's been so hot and we've been neglectful for too long, things are just growing in pathways. Around this side. God dang! Look how many assassin bugs are on that little.
And they're breeding.
Yep.
Wow, wow.
Yep. I think there's a bug orgy going on. God. Just wasn't expecting to turn around and see all of them populating there. Yeah, look, just tomatoes on the ground everywhere. So that's what we're doing. We're dealing with all of this craziness. I'm not sure how well you can tell because everything's just green. But we did manage to get all of the tomatoes out of our walkways. And I got started on getting them trimmed up. But it's still hot and it's getting dark. So we're probably just going to go take a look at the top and see what's ripe and then go in for the evening. This garden is looking nice and lush. This cucumber is taking over the walkway. My sweet corn is starting to tassel. We've got several tomatoes starting to ripen. Yes, we do need to prune these and get them in better order. Here's a couple of mature ones. This is supposed to be a dragon's eye. It's not quite ripe. It looks like it'd be ripe, doesn't it?
It does.
It's not.
That one.
Those ones are a little firm when they're ripe. This is our dark galaxy. That's not actually a dark galaxy. There's a few down through here that look ripe. Whatever that one is over there looks ripe. This one's not quite either, but it's almost.
Yep. Like
that one.
Almost.
Pro tip, if you don't know if a tomato's ready or not, give it a little squeeze. I know I keep saying this, but it will feel like a ripe tomato. Let's see. That one's not quite ready. I think that one's ready. I think this Black Beauty's ready. So this is today's harvest basket, minus the tomatoes we ate in the garden. It is the middle of the night, and here recently it's been very, very hot out, and I haven't been able to do much out in the garden. Overall, I've just been kind of feeling listless and down, and just unable to do the things that I normally enjoy. But since I had a cool night out here, well, relatively cool night out here, I decided that I was going to go ahead and seed some cabbage and broccolis to put in my fall garden. I am going to sit out here and seed them, and then I'm going to take them in and put them under the lights until they get a little bigger. Once they germinate, I'll bring them outside and let them get used to that sun. I just want to run over the varieties I just planted with you real quick. The first one that we got is a Waltham 29 broccoli. The next thing is DeCiccio broccoli. Yes, DeCiccio. I've got the Mammoth Red Rock cabbage. I have Red Acre cabbage. I have Tunis broccoli. There is Brunswick cabbage, cauliflower violetta, and snowball cauliflower. Alright, that's the ones that I just planted, and hopefully they all germinate, and I have some little plants to put in my garden here in a few weeks. Here in my garden. So today isn't quite as hot as it has been. Right now it's in the lower 80s, and it's overcast, and the humidity's down a bit at the moment. So I'm going to go up to my top bed and get after a chore that I've been putting off since spring, honestly. I'm going to go up there and weed eat the ring bed. Not weed eat, weed by hand the ring bed. And maybe look at a few pretty things on the walk up to that bed. This mountain mint is showing off, and I don't know if you can see all the pollinators on it. Get all of them. It's teeming with life, and that is just so awesome to me. Look at this pretty little guy. His wings have a blue sheen. I don't know if that's showing up, but he's so pretty. Wonder what kind of bug you are. If I remember to look it up, I'll put it on the screen. I do want to say that I have had a touch of the summertime blues, and that's not unusual or uncommon for me. I usually just have to wait it out, and then I get back to it. Sometimes it gets a little dark even in the sunshine, but that's okay. I'm here and we're doing it, so let's go. My garden's thriving in spite of me. In spite of their summertime blues. Tomatoes, cucumbers, corn, peppers. They're all thriving in spite of my neglect. Also, another cool thing, cotton plant in bloom. Look how beautiful that flower is. I don't know how long the flowers last, but it's a beautiful pale yellow. Before you grow cotton, make sure it's legal to do so in your state. Not all home gardeners are allowed to grow cotton. Look how tall this sunflower is. I know there's no way for you to get a good understanding of the height, but this structure is about, I want to say, 6 foot tall approximately. This right here, I just want to show you. We have a floss flower, blue mist flower. I don't know, people call it different things. Ageratum that grows wild here. And this is our wild version. Here's the cultivated type that I grew from seed. So there is a little bit of a difference, but very similar. Just want to get a quick shot of all these tomatoes ripening up. Yum. Looks like I've got a lot of picking to do. Alright, here's a picture of today's harvest. It's hard to tell because of the basket. It is in. That's at least 10 to 15 pounds of fruit. So this is the ring bed Then I'm wanting to get weeded. There is like stuff growing in this. I'm going to start on this side. I don't know if I'll completely get it finished or not, but we'll get it started and see how much I'm able to do. So I got this side weeded. You can see my rose, my strawberries, and my grapevines. I'm sure it inadvertently pulled out a couple of plants I didn't mean to, or they died due to neglect, because I definitely had a few more strawberries than that planted in this section. But that's okay. I know the right things to do, and I choose not to do them, and sometimes I have to pay the consequences of that in the form of ripping out your plant or it dying. Okay, I'm done for now. That's all I have in me in the midst of this mental health crisis. And it may seem that I'm taking it lightly. I'm not. This is just my way of dealing with it. Get after what I can and ignore the rest, and try not to give myself a hard time about it. Who knows when I'm going to get back to the other side of that ring. That's why I'm going ahead and ending this now. It could be later this evening. It could be days from now. It could be weeks from now. And so we'll start that side of the ring whenever I get to it in real life. And I don't know when that's going to be. And I've been hanging out with you over the course of a couple days now. So I think I'm going to end it here and pick up with my next project. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I will see you next time.